You ever have one of those seasons where you think, finally, things will be calm, simple, normal? That was me last winter. I pictured it perfectly. Snow falling soft, kids bundled up, cocoa steaming on the stove. And of course, our tradition, the family snowman. We'd been making one every December since my kids could waddle out there with mittens. And it became our little glue at the tail end of the holidays. But last year, someone decided to make war out of it. It started on a sharp, frosty morning. My daughter Emily, 8, and my son Luke, 6, were giggling as we rolled the final ball into place. 5 feet tall. Carrot nose, coal eyes, Luke's scarf tied just right. A masterpiece. We were about to snap a picture when I heard tires crunching. A black SUV swerves up, slows just long enough to toss a folded paper into my yard, then speeds away. It's an HOA violation notice. Unsightly lawn decoration. I stood there in the cold, my son crying, trying to make sense of what kind of person wakes up and decides to ruin a child's snowman. I told myself, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe she was having a bad day. I should have known better. The next weekend, we built another. Same spot, same joy. But that Sunday night, I caught it, same SUV rolling backward, right over the snowman. She even climbed out, smirked at my security camera, and slapped another letter on my door. Again, unsightly decoration. My blood boiled. The kids begged to try again. So we did. This time, I made it solid. Pack snow, thick base. If she wanted to wreck it, at least she'd have to fight for it. Tuesday morning, the cameras caught her marching across my lawn with a shovel, swinging like she was in batting practice. Head gone first, body in chunks. Her letter called it obstructing neighborhood harmony. Harmony. She trespassed to kill snowmen, but I was the issue. My daughter asked me, "Why does she hate us, Daddy?" And I had no answer. We didn't give up yet. Snowman number 4 was our grand one, 6 feet, scarf blowing, arms reaching. We finished it under the porch light, laughing. By morning, it was a black puddle. She'd shown up at 2 a.m. with a blowtorch. Pointed it at my camera like a trophy. The note, fire hazard. By the 5th, I didn't even tell the kids. Built it alone. Carrot nose, coal eyes, standing proud. At dawn, like clockwork, she barreled straight through it with her SUV. No letter this time. Just a honk. 5 times. That morning I swore, no more snowmen. At least not until I figured out how to make her pay. I sat up all night, replaying her smug face, her SUV, her blowtorch, her shovel. And then it clicked. She wasn't just destroying snowmen. She was running the HOA like a scam, fines for mailboxes, lawns, driveways. Neighbors whispered about money disappearing. I started digging. Her violation letters didn't match county records. No official HOA filings. No community bank account. Every fine routed to her personal PayPal. Fraud. Pure fraud. I had proof. Not just of vandalism, but theft. And so I built my plan. If she wanted to make destroying my snowmen her sport, I'd give her one she couldn't win. Hardware store run. Steel rods, concrete mesh. Built a hidden core under the snow, solid enough to laugh off a truck. Perfected the outside carrot coal scarf, looked just like the rest. Planted it in the same spot. Set cameras to zoom in tight. Then I waited. 3 days. Nothing. I almost thought she was done. But Friday night, headlights slowed. SUV circled twice. She didn't bite yet. Saturday night, I heard the bang. Not a thump, a bang that shook the house. Her SUV was crumpled against my snowman. Front end folded like a soda can. The snowman barely scratched. She stumbled out, cursing, kicking her bumper. Cameras caught everything. Her face, her plate, her tantrum. I grinned so hard my cheeks ached. I backed up all the footage, burned discs, built a neat package. Every fake fine, every video clip. Monday morning, I walked into the county office and handed it over. The clerk's eyes went wide. I filed the report, then tipped off a hungry little news station. By noon, cruisers were outside her house. Cops hauled out boxes, laptops. Neighbors called me nonstop. She'd been screaming on her lawn. By nightfall, my living room was full of neighbors trading stories. Hundreds in bogus fines, threats, intimidation. I played her crash on the TV. Everyone cheered. Wednesday night, the news ran the footage. HOA president's reign ends in snowman crash. They looped the clip of her SUV smashing into the snowman. Called her the suburbia Scrooge. My phone blew up. One guy 3 streets over texted, "You're a legend." By Thursday, cops were back. Took her desktop, her shredder. City Hall friend told me they traced $50,000 of stolen fines to her PayPal. some wired overseas. Friday, foreclosure notice hit her door. Her SUV impounded. Neighbors watched her load trash bags into an old sedan. She glared at my snowman one last time. I muttered, "You should have left it alone." Saturday, the whole street threw a block party. Grills, kids running, music in the cold air. Someone stuck a Karen-free zone sign in my yard next to the snowman. Emily and Luke begged to build another. I laughed. Maybe tomorrow. By Sunday, her name was Dirt. Charges, fraud, tax evasion, more coming. Someone snapped a photo of her moving into a dingy apartment across town. Discount bags, head low. Meanwhile, her house sat dark, for sale sign crooked in the yard. And my snowman still stood. Not just decoration anymore, but a monument. Proof of what happens when you stand up to a bully. Weeks later, the snow melted. But the neighborhood stayed changed. People waved. Stopped to talk. One neighbor built a tiny snowman with a sign. HOA who? The new family who moved in? Normal, kind, no intimidation. Just neighbors. Emily said it best. She picked the wrong yard. So let me ask you, would you have built that snowman? Would you have gone that far? Drop your thoughts below. And hey, if you grinned when that SUV crumpled, maybe hit that like button.